What's up guys, Amar here, and today I'm going to talk about arrays and functions. So let's get right into it. So now I'm going to show you an example. So let's create void array function, and here we're going to put a parameter int, an array, we'll call it numbers. So same as we did before in our functions, just I'm going to show you how you can do it within arrays. So here we have void that does not return anything. So we're going to say for int I equals to 0, semicolon, if I is less than numbers.length, semicolon, I plus plus. Now open and close curly brackets, and here we'll say numbers at y integer, not y but I, equals to random dot range, and our random dot range will be from 0 to, not point, but from 0 comma to 100. And then we're gonna print our numbers at I integer. Simple as that. Now the one thing that we have to add is array of integers that we'll call numbers, which is equal to new int, and we'll put 10 integers as we usually do. So now you may be asking me, why do I have numbers and numbers? Well, guess what? As you can see, when I color this up or select numbers, nothing is shown. When I select these numbers, that number in parameter, it select all these. So these numbers, this array or parameter numbers affects only these here, and it has nothing to do with number that is in our start function. So now we're gonna call our array function, and here we're gonna pass by numbers. Simple as that. Now if I were to start, or should I say run the game, we should not have any problems. And this is from our last tutorial, so do not be bothered by that. As you can see, we have no problems here. Let's start, run our game, or project, should I say. 10 random numbers like before. So as you can see, you can even use these parameters. I'm just gonna clear it. You can use these parameters, or say parameters, never mind. You got my point, as I always say. You can use it even from our void. Now I'm just gonna comment this out and delete that and delete that too. Now here we are going to say integer, that's an array, and we're gonna say array function, and here we're going to say int, an array that have numbers. And here we'll return our numbers. Simple as that. So whenever you're typing something like this, when you're typing int, make sure if you see an error, make sure you check if you have a return function. Because if you do not have a return function, I'm just gonna comment this out, you'll see an error, and this may confuse a little bit, but something that you need to keep in mind. Never mind. Now we can go on with our script. I'm just gonna say if we have int numbers here, which is an array, this is actually totally legit and it works. I'm just gonna put down some code, lower down some lines in our start function, and as I was saying, int numbers actually is working, but if I were to start in start function print out our numbers, that actually would not work, even though here it has no problems. Why? Well, because we do not have nothing in our, or should I say we don't have anything in our numbers. It's null. Basically null. And if I were to try to use it somewhere, it will not work because we do not instantiate it. So we're going to use our integer array to do that. So we're just gonna copy this number here, and here we're gonna initialize our numbers. But one thing that you should not forget is to type in here numbers equals to new int, and we'll have 10 as we usually do. Now in our start function we need to initialize our numbers, because as I was saying, I'm going to show you an example. For int we have numbers.length, and I'm going to try here to put our, just a second, numbers, which is equal to an array of function. We have here, let's say 10, or how it goes, yeah, we have like that. We have the numbers here, so we pass down numbers at our numbers, and here we want to print out our numbers at our integer, just like that, because here we will have random.range, and you're probably expecting, when I run this game or project, you're probably expecting 10 numbers, and of course that will work, because we have actually instantiated them in our script here. But if I were to type out this, so let's comment this out and try, because we actually put our numbers here, showing no problem, numbers, everything is fine. But when we go, it points up here, and that means null reference expression. So whenever you get this problem, I mean, I got that a lot when I was a beginner, and it was one of my hardest errors to deal with, and now it's one of, should I say, easiest? I won't do that, I won't say that, I mean, but it's one of the easier, because when you get null reference expression, you know something is missing. So that could be here, we do not have instantiated our numbers. Somewhere in our script we did not put game object into our script, into another game object, or stuff like that. You'll see that, of course, I'll explain that, because that's some, should I say, beginner problem that everyone needs to deal with. And sometimes you just forgot to put it, and then you see null reference expression, and you're like, oh, what's this? So something that I just wanted you to be explained that, so you know whenever you have null reference expression bug, or should I say error, you know how to deal with it. So usually that means something is missing, like code can be correct, everything can be correct, but you are missing an integer or something that you're trying to reach. So guys, that will be it for arrays and functions. Until next time, I'm out. Goodbye.